What's going on with Candice Owens and Charlie Kirk and Bill Ackman and all the actors in the drama that is unfolding as I speak to you? Last night, Candice Owens on her podcast made a huge threat. She fired a rocket over the bow to Turning Point USA. I'm going to break it down for you guys, okay? Charlie Kirk was pro-Israel starting back in 2018, very publicly pro-Bibi Netanyahu, pro-Israel, and that's been his stand for many, many years. However, it's notable that began to change slightly. And of course, all the evidence is out there with the interview with Megyn Kelly. And then when he had Tucker Carlson on his show. Now remember, Candice Owens was one of the early pioneers at Turning Point USA. She was their communication director for several years, I believe from 17 to 19. So her and Charlie were close. Now, over the years, Charlie's perception of Israel, it did not change. However, it began to develop. Two of his biggest influences, Tucker Carlson, Candice Owens. One thing about Charlie Kirk that you have to respect is his search for truth, his consistent evolving into truth. And Candice Owens, who had great influence, and Tucker Carlson over their friend. Let's remember, these were all friends. They are speaking into his ear about the government of Israel. Eventually, Charlie Kirk began to make statements that were alarming to those that are Zionists. It's what they love to call us, whatever the case may be. Now, if you need proof of this, you can simply go search my blog, Professor Toto, at Substack, and I have all of the evidence there of when Charlie began to change and literally began to question Israel. Well, on that search for truth, him and Candice are texting back and forth on this journey. By the way, there's nothing wrong with making sure you have all the truth. But he had Tucker Carlson at his conference, and that made one of his biggest financial supporters, Ackman, billionaire, very upset because Ackman is pro-Israel, okay? And Charlie Kirk was about to lose major funding from Ackman. Now, these are facts. These are facts. Well, it is also stated, and I do not believe this for 1 minute, by Candice Owens, because Candice is mad at the world all the time. But nevertheless, that's why I could not be part of these. I went and spoke at several of the conservative meetings. I couldn't stand it. There was a wrong spirit. I told my church I can't stand being there. Something is so wrong in the spirit. And now I see what it was. It's all coming out. It's nasty what's going on now. So with that said, last night, Candice Owens found out that they are going to be replacing Charlie Kirk with maybe one of her enemies, which is very pro-Israel. As you all know, Candice hates Israel. And so, or at least the government thereof. She hates Bibi. And she said that if they put the wrong person in there, that she's going to reveal all the text that proves that Charlie Kirk was about to make a statement against Israel. She has the proof that he declined a meeting with Bibi Netanyahu. She has the proof of it, according to her, and she's about to release it all, which is going to truly be a headache for Turning Point because they depend on finances from some very big people that are pro-Israel. So that's what's going on. It's getting ugly. It's about to get uglier. And now Candice lied about something, and I know she lied about this because I'm an Israelite, and I know that once you've seen the truth concerning the Sabbath day, that truth cannot be unseen. And she declared that Charlie was about to become Catholic. J.D. Vance, his best friend, is Catholic, and they were all trying to bring him into Catholicity. She is Catholic. She told him he was too smart to be a Protestant, and she said that he was about to convert. I know that's not the case because he was a Sabbath keeper, and you cannot be Catholic and a Sabbath keeper because anti-Semitism began in the Catholic Church, and most people with anti-Semitic views will gravitate there. So I know that wasn't the case. That I can tell you. But that's what's going on. It's ugly. It's getting uglier by the minute, and it should not be. Charlie Kirk was on a journey, and if they were changing his mind about Israel, then maybe the God of Israel said, "Not today, Satan. I'll take this boy while he's innocent, and while you cannot put this anti-Semitic spirit in his mind so that he can influence millions with his influence." So Candice is mad. They're all mad. Everybody needs the Holy Ghost is what they need. And it's a sad day what's happening in our movement. But you know what? When the dust settles, we will continue to fight. And may Charlie Kirk's memory be a blessing. May it continue to be a blessing. And listen, do not hold against Charlie his questions about Israel. They were converting his mind. They were night and day trying to convert him. Charlie was struggling. He had some good rabbis in his life that were trying to keep him grounded, but he was struggling. That's a fact. And that's okay. That's part of our journey. So God bless you today. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.